to nobody.
Fuck him, girl. Fuck him.
Yes, that's what was happening.
All right, here we go. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blackout Test Podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
and we're live on Tuesday, ready to do some podcasting. Find us wherever you find podcasts. You can also find us on What's the Tea. Check that podcast with Nick and Reg. We were on there. We discussed the week before latest episode of Drag Race, the night of 1,000 Beyoncés, and just chopped it up with them in general and talked about some other stuff and some pop culture stuff and all this stuff and what's it like being in a long distance relationship. It was a great conversation with two of our favorite people, and
yes,
I think you should check it out.
Me too. We love them.
The official weapon of the show is
a taser.
An unofficial sport,
bullet ball.
A bullet ball. Extreme. All right, let's get into the show. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I don't know what this show is gonna be about, to be honest, y'all. Okay, it's gonna be a bit random.
Okay.
All over the place.
Okay, since we going random I'ma give an NBA update. Me and Layla went to the basketball game and we had a great time.
I'm glad y'all did. Yeah, we played. Oh shit, fuck, I did it again. We played the Cavs. I'm still here. Everybody can see me?
Yes.
All right. Fucking son of a gun. Anyway, we played the Cavs and we were up most of the game. And then we lost. I watched it on League Pass, obviously. And it was a good game, but you know, we didn't have Kelly Oubre.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, we don't have LaMelo for the rest of the season. It's just going to be tough mud. And then at the end of the day, it's a silver lining. It's like, if you lose, that's good because you get better odds at a better draft pick. If you win, that's good because they're not quitting and you get to experience a fun game.
Agreed. And I actually had a really good time with her because for those of you that's been listening for a long time, you know, me and Roger have a niece, Layla, and she's 17. And for those of you that are premium, we actually have shows when she was a lot younger. She did like some movie reviews with us years ago. So if you're a premium member, you can go back and you can listen to some episodes that we have done with her. They're all in the premium archive. And she'll be graduating from high school this year. And it's one of those things where time goes by fast, and it's one of those things where for me, and it was hilarious. I remember when Layla was smaller. She just really small. I don't think she was like elementary school. And we were sitting there, me, her, and your mom, and I was telling her, I was like, I'm gonna enjoy this time with you now, because I said I know it's gonna be a time where you're gonna get older, you're gonna get with your friends and stuff like that. And I'm saying, Auntie not gonna be your top priority. You know, it's hilarious though. She looked at me and tears started forming. I said, baby, don't cry. I was like, it's okay. Like, I understand that, you know, that's just life. And so it's one of those things where you know, teenagers are teenagers and they get friends, they get older and things like that. So, you know, when she was younger, I cherished all of those moments. And so I actually cherish this moment because this is the first time in a long time that it's just been me and her. And it was really, really enjoyable just to kick it with her and just to talk with her. I was very open with her and things like that. She was asking me questions and I was answering them honestly. And I am so glad that she's turned into a beautiful, intelligent, smart young lady. And it was a fun ride. It was hilarious though, because we got in there, we sat down. She was like, where's my man LaMelo? I said, baby, I said, he gonna be you have to squint seeing from the side.
I guess he's at the age where they would be having crushes on LaMelo too, because he's such a young NBA player. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he damn near should be in high school.
Yeah, right. And it's hilarious though. And we was talking about the boys and about how cute some of the basketball players was and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
well, we do that too. So that's basically the same as when I'm there. There's no difference.
but it is different because it's with
Everybody,
Layla.
come on, Karen. Okay, everybody knows that Donovan Mitchell is a piece of meat. Everybody knows that.
Come on, a hot
Come on.
throw. What are you talking about? Yes. So we had a good time, and we I took it, through the whole protocol, went to the buffet and all that type of stuff, and we was watching the game. We was getting into the game. Me and her was mad when they was coming back and stuff, and
Yeah.
and we had a great time, and I had your mama laughing. I told her, I think Layla trying to take your spot because she was like, when the next game? I got to talk to grandma about that. I say, because normally the games are during the week, and so
Yeah.
she got to get up at the crack of dawn. We was like, you can't be going to the games in the middle of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I talked to grandma. I said, I told your mom, I said, grandma, she trying to take your spot, honey. She want to bump you on out the way. I said, she must have had a real good time then. She's like, she did.
Oh, I'm glad she had a good time.
Yay, I'm glad she did too. So it was really enjoyable just to kick it with my niece, just me and her, which is something that I haven't done since she's been like a smaller child, where it's just been just the two of us. And so you were just riding around and just talking and just enjoying each other's company and things like that. As I don't know if this sounds crazy or not, but as an adult, sometimes you have your own kind of personal insecurities when it comes to children and things like that. So I asked her questions too, like, what do you really think about me? How do you feel about me? Things like that. And it was really enjoyable.
Oh yeah, that definitely is weird and crazy. So
No, that's
I mean,
not.
you asked. Oh, so now it's not. You asked, and I'm telling you, it's weird and crazy. But go ahead.
Is it?
Oh, so you was just. Oh, so that was a setup rhetorical question. You didn't really believe that. All right, just checking. No, I don't think it's crazy to communicate with your niece to make sure. I think actually more people need to do that shit.
Yeah,
Like, there's a lot of from the adults I know, I've gauged, there's a lot of motherfuckers that didn't like their parents and family members and shit the whole time because it was assumed to be a one-way street. So no, I don't think anything's wrong with checking in and making sure y'all good, and I'm just glad she had a good time.
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure, and stuff like that. And she was really, really sweet, and like I said, it was a really enjoyable time to spend that NBA moment with her. And we were sitting there. She's like, ooh, she's like, they got my nerves on high. She's like, I don't know if I come to the games all the time. She said, 'cause we were both fussing and yelling because she used to play basketball and stuff. Oh, and doing the halftime game, they had like the little kids come out there and play ball. And so me and her was reminiscing about when she used to be that small and play ball and stuff like that. And so it was really, really enjoyable. When I tell you I love my niece, I really do. And it has been a beautiful journey to watch her become an adult. And like I said, I really enjoyed that time with her. I just wanted to cover the NBA moment to say I spent time with my niece.
Okay. We also made a song with her a long time ago.
We did.
When we were recording Spoiled Movie Reviews.
I said, do you have it?
It's called, yeah, I'm about to pull it up. It's called Layla's Meow Mix.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow.
Hey.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Oh. Meow.
Meow.
Oh.
Yo, this is Meow Mix. Listening to Meow Mix.
We just randomly recorded that in the studio one day. You made me think of, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with us.
We were just fucking around with her. and things like that are the things she remembers.
Yeah, you gotta be silly. What's the point of aunt and uncle if they're not silly?
Ain't that true?
But I know what I was gonna say is let's get into some news, but let me play some music so I know where to put commercials later. That's right. Keep no secrets from the audience. All right, Angela Bassett apparently didn't clap for Jamie Lee Curtis when Jamie Lee Curtis beat her, and everybody else for Best Supporting Actress.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are saying it's like a Jamie Lee Curtis Lifetime Achievement Award. I guess she's never won before. She's 64. To which I would say I blame Angela Bassett for this. And I blame black people for this, if I'm being real. This is the cost of us and our black don't crack bullshit, okay? Because people was really thinking Angela Bassett does not deserve this award just as much because it's not like her lifetime achievement is not as big, if not bigger. Nigga, they are the same age. Now, it's not Angela Bassett's fault she still look like she 33.
Come on.
You know? That ain't on her. She done put in the work. Y'all done been to the theater. Y'all done seen these movies. Y'all know about her. So, you know, a lot of people were very a lot of people were kind of getting on her for this because they were like, you know, this is very ungracious. She not firing, she not smiling, she not clapping, and you know, this is very shady and all of that stuff. Black Twitter had all the memes and jokes and stuff like that. But yeah, did you see this moment?
I didn't see it live, but I seen like little snippets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't watch the show. I only saw it through Twitter.
I watched some of it. But I watched like towards the end when they started giving like the best picture and all that type of stuff. And I think for me, it's one of those things where people don't clap. There's a lot of awards they gave out throughout the night where people didn't clap, you know, and it was like, it irritates me when you're singling her. Like, you ought to just be grateful. You ought to just be thankful. And this is just me this is coming from somebody who's a layman, don't know nothing about this. Okay, y'all, I've been watching these awards. This has been award season. I think this is the last one. And for the past few months, y'all, she been sweeping, and everywhere, everything all at once been sweeping too. Right. And so it's just one of those things where I think it's funny how in this particular category, they didn't go with everybody else. Now, all the other categories that have been the well and all that stuff, everybody else who had normally won in their categories in the other areas won in this one too. Right. And so it's one of those things where okay, so you could play it first. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. It's only 4 seconds long.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis.
And you basically see she didn't like clap and get up. Now, one of the things is Stephanie was in the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, and she was nominated as well. And a lot of people thought if Angela didn't win it was Stephanie's to win. And the thing was, Stephanie was up clapping and stuff, and it makes sense. They were in the same movie. She worked with her, like, you know, it's like you want to be seen. I mean, I'm sure she felt like I'm supporting my friend. You know, it would have looked even weirder. But Angela looked like she just wasn't with losing that award. Like she just felt she deserved it. And I mean, I don't disagree. I feel like it was a weird choice. I think Jamie Lee is a good actress and all that stuff. I actually don't. I'm not gonna do that thing that everyone does, where it's like she ain't never been shit. She's done some iconic roles, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Halloween franchise, obviously. True Lies is just an amazing performance. So it's not even like on some she ain't shit. I'm not gonna do that. But I think Angela's performance was a better performance this year, and
Yeah.
my thing isn't people are making it a race thing and all that, and maybe it's that race thing. You can't ever get away from it. But I honestly think it was because it was in Black Panther and a Marvel movie,
You know
and
what? That's
history
what I was saying.
of being like not so fast comic book movie. We not gonna respect your shit. The only comic book movies we respect is if they like are made to be like a different genre film that just happens to have superheroes in it. Like if you, oh, you did a mob movie that has Batman in it, we'll respect that, but they don't respect the genre of people, putting on tights and fighting each other.
Right. I agree. I think, and truth be told, I think it's a combination of all of that. I think it's a combination of they did not want to give it to anything Marvel. Honestly, yeah, you can win these other technical awards and shit like that. And I think the lady who won for best costume, she was like, that's not funny, the first Black woman to win like two. I don't know if it's in that category or something like
Yeah,
that.
2 Oscars. Yeah, period.
Right.
They
So
never had a Black woman win 2 Oscars.
hello. And so it's one of those things where we in 2023, we still got first, and it's very, very frustrating. Um, Particularly, like I agree with you. They both have a long career. They both have played iconic roles. And it's one of those things where if you look at it, I do believe for if you're looking at it on face value, Angela Bassett actually performed better. And so it's one of those things where if you talk about lifetime achievement, well, like I said, they're same age. They could have gave it to Angela for that.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
I
I
thought
said.
she should have got it for when she was nominated before for What's Love Got to Do with It. Like she's been
Yeah.
nominated before and has lost several times. And so I could see somebody like her thinking, okay, this is my time. You know what I'm saying? Like I paid my dues, I've done my thing. This is my time. And I could see it and I understand it from her perspective being disappointed. Like I said, particularly when everything else that was nominated and was sweeping won except this. So then I'm looking like, okay, what is really happening? What is really going on?
Yeah, and I'm not even going to couch it in these bigger terms because I think people are doing that. We do that whenever we want to protect somebody. So we start throwing like these huge things on it. Like, a Black woman doesn't owe you her happiness and shit. I'm like, nah, it's not that, because if she would have won and I seen Jamie Lee Curtis not clapping, I would have felt away. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna pretend that it's about owing people some shit or whatever. It's just, they caught her in a bad moment. She really wanted to win and she ain't agree with that shit, and she didn't act. She didn't play the part. It got real for a second for everybody. And I don't have anything to really bash her for. If you want to call it petty or whatever the fuck, that's fine. I just, for me, it wasn't like the worst moment in the world. It just was like, oh, that sucks, because I don't think Jamie Lee should have got it. But this is one of the reasons I do not watch the show, because I don't know how many years I have to feel like they are sweeping the leg for me to yeah, I don't know how many times I just have to go through this. So I didn't watch and experience it live, but I did see the clip floating around.
Yeah. I know, and I normally don't watch. But I was I think I was talking to your mom or something, and I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and watch some of this since I was sitting here. And so I didn't even watch I haven't seen The Whale, but I am so glad that he won, because I really have been rooting for that man. I was like, you know what, you actually deserve. And everywhere, everything all at once, I was really excited for that crew to win, because I think that they deserved. And it's just, that's just me, like I said, just a lame person just not knowing. But
Well,
for me,
no,
I
actually,
really
you're a
enjoyed
movie
it.
critic. You're a movie critic, actually, and you vote in the North Carolina Movie Critics Association finale. So no, it's not just a lay person giving their opinion. It's a movie critic giving their opinion.
Oh, that's true.
I think I watched a lot of those movies. To me, Everything Everywhere All at Once was the best movie I saw this year.
Same.
It happened early enough in the year that I think people start discounting it and calling it, like dismissing it and downplaying the movie. But of all the shit that came out, that shit to me was the one that was like, this is different, this is new, I hadn't seen nothing like this. And I haven't forgotten how it made me feel. So
Yeah.
so I didn't mind it. I think the issue is that the whiteness in the room thinks Jamie Lee Curtis deserves something because of a narrative. I even think the Brendan Fraser thing is a narrative thing. I don't think it's an actual, like, a lot of the Oscars don't feel to me like this performance deserved it as much as it feels like the narrative. And for the narrative for Brendan Fraser, he talked openly about being sexually assaulted. He talked about gaining weight. He talked about how he used to be like the Hollywood, stud, and then his whole career trajectory changed. And then this movie is kind of about some similar issues around weight and depression and stuff. Jamie Lee Curtis, Lifetime Achievement Award and stuff like that. Like, these are not, to me, reasons to say somebody had the best movie. It's like, we just think you deserve to be honored for this reason. And I think for Black people, Angela Bassett was ours. And a lot of Black people, when it comes to these movies, we don't watch all the movies the same way the white people don't. We watch the ones we want to watch, and then we're like, our movie should win everything. So I don't want to, I'm not even gonna get into who deserved what, because I think it's almost never true, which is kind of the point of the Oscars.
Yeah, it's all
And
subjective.
the only thing I hate about it is after the Oscars, the discussion then becomes this other discussion of like, since so and so won an Oscar, clearly the Oscars were right and the other people were wrong, and you were wrong. And that's the part that bothers me, is from this point on, anytime someone brings it up, it's like a weapon against Black movies and shit, because they didn't win. Clearly Black movies aren't good as white movies. And it's just like, we got to do this shit every year. So they didn't loosen me with the football this year. But I ain't knocking people that watched it. There's still plenty of stuff to celebrate.
Oh yeah, and I do understand, because some people, this is their jam. Like I said, I've always just kind of dip in and out. So I know last year I didn't watch it all, and I probably won't watch next year. But I know I kind of wanted to see who's going to win, particularly the awards towards the end. But for me, I was like, I'm good, because I'm like you. I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like, and to me, it's the end. And it's one of those things where people in that field, I understand, because they was like, this is where I get recognized among my peers, so it actually matters a lot.
Hugh Grant was being a dick on the red carpet.
All right, back to you guys.
Why don't they have a full thing? But sorry, I thought I was clicking on the full thing. Give me a second. I'll look it back up. But Hugh Grant was interviewed by Ashley Graham, and it's the red carpet, so like, it's always a super easy interview. Like, it's you know what I mean? It's not like they're asking hard.
They're actually real soft questions, like, well, who are you wearing, and what's going on, and
right.
What do you think about the night, and are you having a good time? Like, you ain't, this ain't no heavy interviews.
Right. So he got asked, that, and someone presented this clip online with a like, Hugh Grant wants no parts of this dumb shit. And I was like, okay, so did she ask or do some dumb shit? Here's the interview.
So
you
much
tell
for
me.
Stopping by. Have the best night.
Thank you.
Hugh Grant, you are a veteran of the Oscars, and you've been here a few times. What's your favorite?
I didn't even realize this was Ashley Graham. Like, it's been so long since she's been like in the spotlight. I remember when the whole thing was, she's a plus size model, a woman who is a size 10 is still making my dick hard. What?
That's right, because we covered her. Oh yeah, because for some bullshit. I remember that.
Yeah, like, white people was having a fucking meltdown. Like, what did I do with these feelings? She's spicy white. I mean, like, she's Latina. At least she's a Latina, and my penis still has blood going through it, even though she doesn't weigh 10 pounds. Like, okay, we get it, guys. But yeah, she's like had a couple, like, I think she's had at least one child and been married and all that stuff. But you really don't see her. I didn't know what she was up to, so maybe she's been doing stuff like this.
Favorite thing about coming to the Oscars?
Well, it's fascinating. The whole of humanity is here. It's Vanity Fair.
Oh, it's all about Vanity
Yeah.
Fair. Yes, that's where we let loose and have a little bit of fun. What are you most excited to see tonight?
To see,
Yeah, well, I know that you probably watched a few of the movies. Are you excited to see anybody win? Do you have your hopes up for anyone?
no one in particular.
Okay, well, what are you wearing tonight then?
Just my suit.
Your suit? Who
Yeah.
made your suit? You didn't make it.
I can't remember my tailor.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the tailor.
Yeah.
So tell me, what does it feel like to be in Glass Onion? It was such an amazing film. I really loved it. I love a thriller. How fun is it to shoot something like that?
Well, I'm barely in it. I'm in it for about 3 seconds.
Yeah, but still.
It just sounds like he being a dick, right?
Yeah, because it's one of them things was like, did you not know you was being interviewed? Like, you've been probably doing this for about the past hour and some change. Like, I'm pretty sure they go from
You're
spot
walking
to spot.
down you're walking down the red
Yes.
carpet as a celebrity actor at the Oscars. You knew that someone eventually was gonna vamp with you for a minute. They always ask the same few questions.
Right.
Like, it just felt like that kind of thing where like,
It's like he
and
didn't
the
want to
thing
be
I don't
there.
like, it's the thing I don't like where like I'm a stun on you because I can type of vibe where it's like,
Mhm.
I don't have to be nice to you right now. I'm gonna be a dick on purpose. And it's like, then stay your ass home. Like,
Right, and that's not
you
funny.
ain't gonna
This
win
part right
shit.
here, this is a part of the job. I hate to be like this, like, this is a part because it makes you look terrible.
Yeah,
to
this
have
wasn't
to interview her
paparazzi.
like this.
This wasn't the paparazzi. This wasn't you at a
No.
restaurant and some fan came over. Like, you were walking down, ask me a question lane, nigga.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck? Like, the fact that people was really on some like he was over the bullshit. It's like, what are y'all talking about?
The bullshit? You
He-
mean his
like, he
job?
didn't even have- I'm just saying, like, he didn't even have like a point or a purpose, like where he could be like, actually, I'm here to say that I'm against blank or some shit. Like, it was just pure stupidity. I didn't like it.
I
And
didn't
I
like
don't
it at all
know why
either
people-
because it's one of the things where she was asking questions and he literally was answering them like he was off guard. I don't understand. Like you said, the whole thing is ask me a question, ask you a question. You be like, I don't know what's happening. You be like, sir, she not actually nothing complex. She not actually nothing hard, nothing complicated. I'm pretty sure
All right.
we have other interviews of you and you're not acting like this.
Exactly. Like, she could have asked him way more shit. I'm sure she could have found some scandal or some shit in his past and been like, well, then what about this motherfucker? Like if she really was out to get him or something. It's just,
Right,
I
but
don't
she's
know.
trying to keep it
Yeah.
cute. So it's like, well, then damn, just go back and forth with her. She's not asking you anything that complex. And in fact, it makes him look terrible. And kudos for her for keeping that smile on and just like, okay, because she was just trying to
Yeah.
work with
very
what he
professional.
gave her, and he didn't give her a lot.
Yeah, she was very professional. The way that she handled that. I mean, you get a somewhat reluctant interview subject. It's like, what should I do? You know what I mean? Like, I can't. If I make a scene, it becomes about me and how professional I am and all of that stuff. But Ashley was asked about it by TMZ, and she said, "You know what? My mama told me to kill people with kindness, so there you go."
Good.
She didn't want to.
Yeah, she didn't want no parts of that. And also, it's one of those things where when people do that, you know what you got to do? Ask them the questions. They either answer them or they don't. And then you just keep it moving. You just kind of have to go around those people. Like even with podcasts, I've heard podcasts before. People have had bad people interviewing. They just basically just drown them out and just start talking to each other, doing other shit. Because they were like, look, we can't stop the show because you want to act the motherfucking fool. You know it's an interview.
Yeah.
Why you here?
Monique still reportedly demands and expects public apologies from Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry.
Okay. I guess, girl.
Yeah. I guess she gave a new interview with the Hollywood Reporter. She said, I see the show. I can tell my mother is trying to make $1. I know my family. I reached out to everybody I could go to. Oprah, no, nothing. It just went dead. Wait, is this? Yeah, I guess she's still talking about it. I thought this was like an old quote. Uh, yeah, I don't know. She's currently saying her life is in a chapter of forgiveness, but it doesn't imply that she's prepared to move on. She still demands and expects public apologies from Winfrey and Perry, because I think Lee apologized already. He was like, "Can y'all take me out of this, please?" I was like, out of the Lee Daniels was like, out of the group chat.
Right. What about DL? Are you gonna apologize? You gonna talk about you?
Right,
Where's your
of course
you?
not.
Right. If we're in the forgiveness, is the forgiveness only one way?
Yeah, I think it's just that thing too, where like you do an interview and you got to have like an angle, and this may have been her angle for this interview, because she never seemed to be the type to actually move on from some shit. So I don't know why she would all of a sudden be, it's just a way to be on the cover of a magazine and be like, oh, I got some new shit to say. I forgive everybody as long as they publicly apologize and da 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 da. It's like, okay, well, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. We'll see. Like I said, people say a lot of things. Only time will tell if you're sincere. And that quote don't really sound like it, but we will see if you're sincere about your actions. With your actions.
Speaking of not moving on, siblings involved in Jussie Smollett fake crime case want to share their side of the story in an upcoming documentary series.
Shit now.
Yeah, Fox Nation is going to release this 5-part documentary series called Jussie Smollett Anatomy of a Hoax. God damn it. I won't be watching.
Not me either. Fox Nation.
God damn it, Jussie, what you doing, bro? Jussie has given Fox News the ammunition to Fox Nation, which is even worse than Fox News, has given them the ammunition to actually have a legitimate documentary series, being like, this is a lot. Now it's 5 parts, which means it's gonna be like, I know they finna go through all the black grifters. And it's not gonna be just Jussie. It's gonna be like, listen, first Black Lives Matter living in
MLB. They don't go through everybody.
Ron King. Did you say MLB?
Is that MLB? Black Lives Matter. My bad. Did I say MLB? We ain't talking about baseball. Baseball will be sponsoring it though. My bad.
I know BLM's been accused of juicing some stats, but I don't know that it's the same.
It's not the same. I'm sorry, y'all.
MLB does home runs, and people want people from BLM to go back home to Africa. So it's a little different.
It is a little different. I'm sorry. Same letters rearranged wrong. I'm sorry, y'all.
but yeah,
baseball didn't do nothing. I apologize, baseball.
It's not just gonna be Jussie, is all I'm saying. They're gonna definitely turn this into like a conspiratorial thing, and I feel so bad because like so many well-meaning black people defended him tooth and nail, which I completely understand. But now it's all gonna look like they're gonna definitely try to be like, and it's all a sham because look, this was obviously a lie, and they still defended it. And what does this mean for Trayvon Martin? So I already know it's gonna be some bullshit. So I won't be watching. And it looked like those dudes. Honestly, you can say Jussie Smollett was not the worst person they ever took a check from, because if you take the checks from Fox Nation, listen, but they get the other side of the story, I guess. I don't know. I won't be seeing it.
I guess. What did they pay him in? Tap dancing shoes? The hell is this?
It's gonna be by it's gonna be by Candace Owens and Diamond and Silk. Gonna be narrating.
They're gonna be executive producers.
I just keep imagining if they make a live action movie, who gonna play the twins that beat up Jussie Smollett? And I think I know who it's gonna be.
Are they gonna have reenactments? That's gonna be good.
Well, a live action movie would be. The whole thing.
Okay, live action. Okay.
Yeah, not a documentary. I think they're gonna do a movie based off it, and I think Big Groove should play the twins. Like
he should play both of them.
Yeah, we could do like the Winklevoss twins in the Social Network movie.
Make them really mad.
Yeah, we just use some CGI technology so they could be in scenes together. I feel like he could kind of
chicken and watermelon.
Give us that full force energy that we need. to complete the whole picture.
Both of
Uh,
us
a,
get
new,
busy one time.
a new study claims that reusable water bottles hold more bacteria than a toilet seat.
Oh no! If you don't clean it, I can see that.
Yeah, it's by waterfilterguru.com. Researchers detected two types of bacteria, gram-negative rosin bacillus, after swabbing various water bottle sections 3 times each, including the spout lid, straw lid, and squeeze top lid. Infections caused by gram-negative bacteria are resistant to antibiotics, while certain types of bacillus can cause gastrointestinal problems. Compared to household objects, the bottles were twice as dirty as a kitchen sink, 4 times as dirty as a computer mouse, and 14 times dirtier than a pet's bowl.
Oh shit! Are people just drinking out
Um,
of them for a full month without washing them? I don't understand this.
well, it says it's because our mouths are full of germs. They said while the bottles can serve as breeding grounds for bacteria, they are not necessarily dangerous. I've never heard of someone getting sick from a water bottle. Similarly, taps are clearly not a problem. When did you last hear of someone getting ill from pouring a glass of water from a tap? Water bottles are likely to be contaminated with bacteria that are already in people's mouths. As a result of the test, squeeze top bottles were found to be the cleanest, with 1/10 of the amount of bacteria found in the screw top or straw style bottles.
Right, because with those people aren't putting their mouths on them, they're just kind of just squirting the water out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it sounds like more gross than actual harmful. Like it just
Yeah,
sounds like,
and
oh
they're
God,
just germs that are naturally in your mouth. No matter how much you brush and floss, these germs are gonna be there.
yeah,
They like, I'm here
yeah.
because
I
tartar
mean,
and plaque still show up no matter what you do.
yeah, clean your water bottles and everything, but it don't sound like it's as bad as it sounds when you read the headline. A hero from Chicago sues Buffalo Wild Wings, says that boneless wings are nothing more than nuggets, and I am on this man's side.
No shit. No shit. I've always said that. That's why I do not order them from restaurants and shit. I was like, let me get the chicken strips. Because a lot of restaurants, they fry the fuck out of them. I don't want these hard ass chicken strips.
I disagree. I found some places where the chicken, where it's not nuggets. Buffalo Wild Wings is nuggets. It is nuggets. I've had them before. They're just chicken nuggets. I've had boneless Korean fried chicken up here. Yeah, not nuggets.
It's absolutely delicious.
But it don't taste like a nugget. Is not shaped like a nugget. Is clearly big juicy pieces of chicken. That's what I want when I order. If I only order boneless chicken, I'm thinking that if I get nuggets, I know what's up. So I hope this man wins. I would like to join the class action lawsuit.
I'm with him. Fuck them.
He ordered the menu item at Mount Prospect location January 2023, thinking he was exclusively getting a chicken wing meat. Chicago resident claimed he suffered financial injury after learning the restaurant's boneless wings are instead slices of chicken breast that are deep fried, which he said are nothing more than nuggets. That's
right.
True.
Right, because he's like, y'all didn't actually pull the bone out the wing. What is this? And I don't blame him. Not only them, a lot of places do that. That's why a lot of places I don't order it because it's not good.
Yeah, and Buffalo Wild Wings thought it was funny. They posted a statement on Twitter. It's true. Our boneless wings are all white meat chicken. Our hamburgers contain no ham. Our buffalo wings are 0% buffalo. Oh, y'all think it's jokes, motherfucker, huh? Okay. See you in court.
Fuck around and win. It ain't gonna be funny no more.
See you in court. Okay. You got all these damn jokes on the timeline, but this ain't nothing but Exhibit A. Y'all think y'all done proved this man's point. False advertising.
Yes, y'all did. Yes, y'all did it. I hope he get them and anybody else and tell people these are chicken breast drop its or strips. These are not boneless wings.
A couple of stories that are related, and we'll get to another segment. Biden meets families of mass shooting victims and toughens gun rules. Basically, he's toughened background laws, checking people's backgrounds, which is kind of all we really have left since we've decided to just give our country to the guns. I think that's an interesting story. And then combined with the next story, I saw this video and I'll show it to y'all. But there's a new thing in certain classrooms where you can pull out from the wall a thing that basically is makes a bulletproof room in a classroom. It's a rapid deploy safe room, is what they're calling it. And a teacher did a demonstration
Looking
today.
to upgrade your home? Take advantage of.
A teacher did a demonstration today, and I saw the video on Twitter, and it made me so sad that like it's just like, oh, we've given up. This is where we're at now. All right, let me turn the volume up for everybody. All right, here we go.
Education leaders in Coleman.
Oh wow, this is very quiet.
That will add a layer of protection to your child's school. Our Jillian Brooks joining us live now from West Elementary in Coleman County, where this demonstration is going to take place. Hey, Jillian, good morning.
Good morning, Claire. What looks like an average whiteboard can be turned into an additional space within the classroom that can protect students and teachers in an active shooter situation, a severe weather, or it's even just an extra space for teachers and students to meet. Now, Coleman Schools and KT Security Solutions are partnering with each other to pilot this technology. It's the first of its kind in the nation. The Rapids Deploy Safe Room system can be set up in less than 10 seconds, and a classroom can get inside in around 30 seconds. Coleman City Schools say these days they are training their teachers to run and hide and fight, but this provides a solution to add another layer of protection for everyone.
Our goal here is to give every kid an opportunity to go home in the evening, whether it's from a disaster or whether it's from the active shooter situation. That
first of all, this man's wearing a flag, lapel pin, and a hat like a sheriff in a Western film. So you know he bought them guns. He's like, we never considered getting rid of guns. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I got 2 on me. But what we did say is we can turn the classroom board into a safety device. Okay, so the kids, every time they're doing a math problem, can be thinking, this is what I got to get behind when the active shooter come in to kill me. You know, so we just won't cause them any anxiety at all. I'm sure they sleep healthy, won't need therapy. It's fine.
we're now faced with, across the country. So we want to make sure that they have that opportunity, give the parents that peace of mind, the educators that peace of mind when they come to school, and then knowing that we have a place for them to have.
Do parents really have peace of mind though?
No, stop lying. No, they don't.
Like, and I mean, even the gun owning ones. Like, do y'all really have peace of mind? Do y'all really think your kid is safe when they leave to go to school? Like, are y'all just used to it because y'all love guns so much that y'all like, fuck it, if my kid gotta die for me to have an AR-15, then fuck them. They I taught them how to use a gun at home. Too bad they can't bring one to school with them, but if they get killed, it's worth it because I got my gun. I'm wondering if it's that simple.
For parents that are really into the guns like that, and a lot of white parents, they really do feel like that. And a lot of them have lost children and will still be like, oh, fuck it, I want my gun.
Because in my heart of hearts, I know people that own guns and stuff. And in my heart of hearts, I'd like to think that the people I know, if I gave them a choice of like, listen, you could give up your gun and everybody has to get their gun up, not just you. And your kid can go to school and you'll never have to worry about somebody coming in and shooting them. If I could assure you of that, if there was a way to say we could be France, we could be any other country than America where this shit doesn't happen, what would you say? And I'd like to think that the people I know would be like, yes, in a heartbeat, it's not that important to me to own a gun. Part of the reason I own a gun is because other motherfuckers got guns. And if I had that, but
it's gonna be a percentage. It's still gonna be like, nope, I still want my gun.
And I hope I don't know those people. If I'm being honest, I hope that I don't know those people, because to me that's insanity. But that's kind of, if everyone makes that decision on a micro level, even the good on gun owners and shit, then on the macro level, we gotta deal with our kids living in fear and putting walls in classrooms because we refuse to, as the adults, do anything to truly rein this shit in. Like, as we are the adults and these kids are looking to us, and what we have for them is a wall you can get behind when someone is mass shooting your school.
Yeah, it's and not to go off on a tangent, but it's very frustrating when you deal with this because now not only do kids get active shooter drills, a lot of jobs are starting to implement active shooter drills for the first time too. Just like kids, and so it's very frustrating. And for me, when I look at this, it makes me sad because when I see this, all I see is inequality. Because the school systems, depend on where your school system is, the county and the state you are in, some school systems can barely provide the basic necessities. Do you think they're going to put up a board that's going to protect your child for gun? No, they're not. Are y'all going to put this in the black and brown schools? No, you're not. So that's the thing
I
about
don't
it.
even know if
It's
it's
very frustrating
I don't know that it's an inequality issue though. Like,
because somebody got to pay for it.
right, I hear you, but I don't even necessarily know that it's inequality is what I'm saying, because I don't look at this as an actual safety mechanism. I look at this like bulletproof backpacks. I look at this like other bull that we're gonna have some guns for the teachers in the class. Like, this is just another long step into denial. Like, this will fail too. Someone will fuck this shit up. Like, because who be the people shooting up the schools? The same people that's in the classroom seeing what the safety methods are.
Right.
Like they gonna figure, oh, okay, so I need to bring a pipe bomb. Like, they'll figure something out to kill everybody. They'll, like, it's just fucking ridiculous that this is our country. Like, we are the dumbest fucking country for shit like this. Like, guys, don't worry, I came up with it. It's like, what'd you come up with? Don't worry, listen, we're gonna get behind this one. I think we can all agree. What? You got a solution we can all agree on? We don't agree on nothing. Okay, let's check it out. Bulletproof walls. Okay, so that way I can keep my 27 AR-15s and the kids will be safe. It's like, no, man, every solution that don't start with figuring out a way to get the guns back and get them off the streets is just a wasted time, in my opinion.
It is. And a lot of it is a grift, because a lot of times the people that won't pass the laws be the same people benefiting you. And here's
I love to know.
but I'm right. I want to know where this gets started and who came up with the ideas. Follow the money. Because the truth be told, this shit is stupid and don't make no sense. And they know no school board in their right mind is going to tack on a few $100s per child for that fucker.
Right.
Safe haven when it comes time for one of those situations.
Which is we're a country that has given up. We are saying when it comes time for one of those situations, and natural disasters happen, but what he's really saying is this is really about mass shooters. And what he's saying is a mass shooter is like a natural disaster. It's gonna happen. We can't stop it. This country has decided that AR-15s might as well be a hurricane,
And it's not the same, and it's sad, but we have a generation now that I bet you if you did like a survey of the children that are in school now, I would like to see the percentage of children that know somebody that have gotten shot at school, a friend or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's a lot higher than it was when we were in school. Not that this shit didn't happen back then, but it's one of those things where you're going to have a generation who is going to have a lot of PTSD, a lot of, some of them by the time someone graduates, going to be done survive 2 or 3 school shootings and shit the way this is going.
Maybe.
Now, right now, there are 2 installed here at West Elementary, but those local leaders hope to see state and federal fundings so we can see these same types of safe spaces in all classrooms.
Okay, so all this shit is so funny to me. One, now you want state and federal funding. Right, when it was the pandemic and shit, they was turning it down, but now it's like we can get walls for our classroom. 2, they just advertise as some type of solution. They got 2 of them. That don't mean shit. It's more than 2 classrooms in this school. Right. So I guess you better hope you got in the academically gifted class or Spanish or whatever the fuck that class. It's like I'm taking all 7 of my electives in Spanish. Like, I ain't never leaving this room. The other thing is a safe space to them means a literal bulletproof shield from an active shooter, not learning about what it's like as a gay kid or trans kids or being black, or that shit gotta go. You can get that shit the fuck out of school. That's dangerous. The CRT is gonna fuck up the kids, but active shootings, hey, as long as we got a 10 by 10 wall area, a safe space for the kids to go in and not get shot. It's so
Right.
this country.
It's very frustrating. And it's very, very frustrating. And you know, at the end of the day, we always talk about it. And you know what? It goes down to voters. And it's one of those things where, you know what, when this shit comes up, I still look at you motherfuckers for back in 2016. I will never forget. I will always remember, and I will remind y'all bitches who stepped back and thought that this wasn't a fucking big thing.
Fuck 2016. I remember the last place that got shot up in Texas, like Uvalde.
Mm-hmm.
They still voted Republican next time.
Mm-hmm.
Your kids died, man. Your kids that lived, no kids that died. They survived that. What? You going for Greg Abbott? That's your solution? So I don't know what can happen to fix this, but the last thing is this. Mexico's president, who is obviously under some pressure right now because there was 4 Americans that got kidnapped, and I think 2 of them died. One of them was in like critical condition or whatever. And they were black and they were in Mexico. Apparently a cartel mistook them for a Haitian gang. And so of course he's like, you know, there's always tension with Mexico because Mexico's like, don't be trying to come down here and just be like, because y'all America, y'all finna run shit. Like,
right.
The cartel members supposedly were turned in and all this shit, and there was a note saying they violated. Now who knows how that shit really went, if they even really did it,
Right.
you know, as far as that's considered. But the president, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, said Mexico is safer than the United States. There is no issue with traveling safely through Mexico. That's something the U.S. citizens also know, just like our fellow Mexicans that live in the U.S. He said during this morning press briefing. Basically, he was like, man, y'all the ghetto. Like, y'all trying to judge
us the ghetto. Y'all the ghetto.
This a fucking Tuesday in your country. So yeah, he basically was defending his country.
He's like, what y'all not gonna do is talk shit about us.
Well, also part of what he's defending is the fact that conservatives use this kind of shit to be like, you know, Biden, this is why we don't want them coming across the border. Biden needs to shut the border down. He's too weak. This wouldn't have happened if Trump was president. So like a lot of this stuff is, he's not even really going against like Biden and shit. He's going against the conservatives that use this kind of shit to try to get more of a crackdown on, you know, brown people coming to America.
Right.
So, oh boy, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, that reminds me too. I forgot to say, Senator Mitch McConnell fell the other day. He just got out of the hospital. He had a concussion. He was 81 years.
He just got out? He fell days ago.
Yeah, 81 years old.
When you get old.
Yeah, saw that today, that update that he got up out of there. Got out of the hospital.
Okay.
All right.
You're gonna vote to take away your insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Even though his insurance paid for every fucking thing, you probably didn't have no fucking copay.
Angela Yee responds to criticism she received after discussing her experience at the Breakfast Club. I didn't anticipate this would be a firestorm. Would cause such a firestorm. Yeah, she basically talked about how difficult it was to be the only woman on the set. I was the only woman who worked there too. When I came to producers, camera people, it wasn't an easy room for me to be in. I feel like I did need more like backup, she said. Following the interview, DJ Envy and past guests on the show responded to her claims and her opinions. Erica Mena and Lil Mama commented on her, saying, you know, basically saying like she was part of the problem. She didn't help, you know, hold back any of these people from talking shit about, you know, them when they came on the show. So yeah, I guess DJ Envy said that's just not true. There are plenty of women that work behind the scenes at the Breakfast Club. It was her, Charlamagne, and myself. So she was the only woman on air, but behind the scenes, I mean, our boss, the actual person that pays our bills and pays our checks and hires us is Thea Mitchum, who's a woman. I think she misspoke. I think the words were taken out, and I guess technically, I'm sure she would clean it up. But there's a lot of women who work on that on that show. She says usually I don't comment or go back and forth with people, but there's too much spinning. In the room referred to the people in the studio, the producer, board op, videographer, and host. Yes, they are men. That doesn't mean there aren't amazing women who are execs, salespeople, interns, and other departments. I've said this on many occasions that it can be hard when your viewpoint is different based on your experience. I didn't anticipate this would cause such a firestorm. Everyone texting me, "Are you okay?" which I appreciate. Then she went on. But the thing that I think is interesting is that, you know, it was a lot of people that was like, Angela Yee, you kind of be trash to women, and you definitely, when there's been women in the studio, let them get basically harassed, bullied, and all this other shit by the dudes. Like, you know, you just kind of go along for the ride in a lot of these cases, and then it's like when she gets by herself, she turns her brand into like, it's feminism. Because I'm a woman and women power and da. But when she's in a room with the men, it's very much like, let me shut the fuck up and get this bag and be on the air till I can get my check.
Yeah, and it would not be surprising if that her brand blending and mixing with theirs may be one of the reasons why she was like, you know what, let me go ahead and cut this cord. I made my money. Let me go ahead and cut this cord and start my own thing. So now when I get out here and I talk and I say these things, nobody can look at me and say, but you on that show though.
Yeah, it could be like a rebrand situation where it's like, now that I'm moving on to the next phase of my career, I want to rebrand it as I was always standing up for women in that room, and it was very difficult on me as well. And so, you know, basically, I'm here for the girl power. I'm here for the feminism, and this is my brand. Because she's done that before when she's been on the show. She's had like side projects that her brand was
podcast and
Black
everything.
woman power shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's just kind of weird to see this happening live because, you know, it's like we saw the first thing. we were there. Like, you definitely did let a lot of shit slide. And, you know, and I don't doubt that part of it was because she felt like she didn't have as much power as the men in the situation. And
agreed.
I don't think it's like she's evil. It's just, well, you don't get to reframe it as like, you were this person that was like so put upon, but you were trying your best to stand up. It's like, we watched you kind of do what they do. I mean, that's kind of what the show is. Like, we say problematic things, we keep it real, quote unquote. And yeah, you wouldn't even have fit in if you was the kind of person that stood up to them. They wouldn't have picked
they would have never they would have never selected you. Yeah, they're not gonna have anybody in there that's confrontational.
Yep. All right, let's move to a different topic.
Hey, we're just fucking with them people because they black. We're just fucking with them people because they black. We're just fucking with them black people. We're just fucking with them blacks. We're just fucking with black people. Hey, hey,
Hamstrung by golden handcuffs, diversity roles disappeared 3 years after George Floyd's murder inspired them. The wave of change in workplaces through diversity, equity, and inclusion roles have quelled, and Black workers will feel the brunt of the officer's absence.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Last one in, first one out.
I mean, we knew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nobody's seen that coming. And you know, the thing is, when it comes to this, the openness only is open for so long. That's why we was telling everybody, get your money while y'all can.
Right.
Get your bags while y'all can. Get them positions while y'all can. Bump up. Get the promotions while y'all can. While they're in this giving mood, position yourself so that when the doors close, you could be done got all you can get. If even they let you go, you be like, good. We both crooked each other.
It actually lasted a lot longer than I thought. If I'm being honest, I had this going 6 months. It lasted a couple years, but Yeah. Though, and I mean, if I'm being real, a lot of the stuff to me never made sense. You know, we brought it up before on the show, but it never made sense to me that George Floyd died and the solution was like Pepsi is going to step up its commitments to diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's like, I guess it's something to do. It's not a bad thing to do, but it's not the answer, the ask, or the solution to this problem. And at the end of the day, when it's inconvenient, when the corporate bottom line it folds or whatever, y'all, this gonna be the first shit y'all get rid of, because you basically added it like a luxury expenses. It's not a true commitment to any of this shit.
Yeah, because a lot of times for a lot of these big corporations, a lot of anything with diversity and inclusion or anything like that, a lot of times when the economy turns or the profit's not as good or the stock payers demanding more shares or whatever it may be, these are the first things to get chopped. These are the first things to let go.
They don't necessarily make you money.
No, because they consider charity work. They don't actually consider
cost a little extra. It's not just charity. It's not just charity work, because you can't even write off this shit necessarily. This is actual like you hired somebody work. Like charity is even easier because it's just like charity. There's probably more incentive to keep charity where you like, hey, we gave money to this thing, we wrote the whole thing off. This is an employee. This is a department. This is people coming in and telling you to change procedures and making shit more costly. This is added training.
Yep.
So to them, it's like, you know, this shit sounded good in a pinch, and it seemed like people was holding our feet to the fire, and there's a way to get everybody off our ass. But it looks like the coast is clear. Eggs cost $17, so it's time to go back.
Yeah, and it's and it's one of those things where for a lot of companies, when they do this, people are looking like, well, why didn't y'all already have these in place? So we know this is sincere.
We know. They didn't have them in place they didn't have them in place for the same reason they're getting rid of them.
Correct. Right, because it's costly.
Yeah, like I don't think most black people were ever really fooled by this. Maybe some people gave into the hope of it or something, but I never did. It just seemed like it was due to happen. The rolls increased 55% following demands for broader racial equity and justice after George Floyd's murder. This is from the Society of Human Resource Management that reported that in 2020. Well, the attrition rate for those roles was 33% at the end of 2022, compared to 21% for non-diversity, equity, inclusion roles, meaning that basically they had a third more turnover or firing or layoffs. The places that led the way: Amazon, Applebee's, and Twitter. So,
yeah, particularly during the pandemic, Amazon was like, y'all literally hiring like crazy. And I was like, oh, y'all can't keep up. Y'all not gonna be able to keep all these people. Like it was ridiculous.
Well, they didn't hire all those. They didn't hire all those people in DEI, Karen. Those, that's a small percentage of the people they hired. Like they hired a lot of people, but very little of that, I'm sure, was like diversity, equity, inclusion people. Here's the trick bag, though. Here's the trick bag. What percentage of diversity, equity, and inclusion people do you think were black? Like of chief diversity officers?
Oh, low, a 0.5%, if that much. Yeah,
0.5%. Okay. Well, it's 3.8%, so you should be very surprised. It was way more than you said. And 76.1% are white people.
Yeah.
That are your diversity, equity, and inclusion officer, chief diversity officers at these companies. 76% of them are white people. That's wild.
They're not gonna let us be in charge, of shit like that, which we should be, even if we qualify for it. But the odds of us actually being in charge are going to be low because at the end of the day, when they hire these people, if they come in, they're going to be looking for shit, and they're going to be demanding changes, and they're going to be looking for the shit that you claim that you want to do. And then once they give you a laundry list of shit, you're going to be like, we ain't changing none of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on top of that, we're not trying to be funny, when you're dealing with white people, it's easy for white people to talk to white people, but you got to have the right white person in charge just gonna actually come up front and go back and forth with them.
Yeah, it's also easy to put a white person in charge if you feel like, when push comes to shove, you need them to be on your side. It's like how HR works for the company, not you. So 7.8% were Hispanic or Latino ethnicity, and 7.7% were Asian. Looking like black people made up the lowest percentage of all those groups.
Because they have a feeling that we're gonna be the loudest. Like we gonna be the loudest, because if anybody pays attention, this is why. Not having fun. A lot of shit targets us because we are the loudest when it comes to shit. We like it. We was like, it's wrong for us, and you ain't gonna do it to nobody else either. They were like, no. We can't let y'all be in charge, because y'all get in charge. All of a sudden, y'all start demanding LGBTQ rights and Asians and Hispanics and Mexicans. Y'all start demanding all this shit for other people. We can't have y'all coming in here rocking the boat and getting equality. No.
All right, 0 to 100.
This gets a 50, because it's one of those things like you kind of knew that this wasn't gonna last forever, but I'm still fucked with it a little bit.
Okay. Yep. I give it 100. Yeah, even though I knew it was coming, it still was like, yep, here they come, confirming my worst fears. Texas coach Mark Adams was suspended pending investigation. He was suspended following an inappropriate, unacceptable, and racially insensitive comment he made to a player. Adams told Stadium that the comments he made were not racist and that he was just quoting a Bible verse when he told one of his players that there is always a master and a servant. I was quoting the scripture. It was a private conversation about coaching when you have a job and being coachable. I said that in the Bible, that Jesus talks about how we all have bosses and we are all servants. I was quoting the Bible about that. He said he addressed the team the following day, but said it was to explain the situation. He said he did not apologize. One of my coaches said it bothered the player. I explained to them I didn't apologize. Now, part of this is just built into coaching on the college level. Coaches typically don't apologize. There is no true accountability for coaches. Like, they feel like the position of authority is that I'm always right. You always do what I say. If it's a problem, it's because you didn't understand. And the state normally empowers these people because they pay them the most of any state employee in the state, mostly. So I can see how it got to where it could be a misunderstanding. It could be his arrogance, and it's still going to add up to he need to go. Like, because even if it's not, or if you didn't mean it in a racial way, you're incapable of actually receiving what this player is telling you, because you feel like so much of what your position is about authority.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you an even bigger reason why they got rid of him is because of that portal. You know what? Students have choices now. So now you can't come in here with your authority, banging your fists, talking about what y'all ain't gonna do, benching players, and thinking everything gonna be all right. You make the wrong star player mad, he'll hit that portal and get the fuck up out of there. And he ain't no consequences or repercussions for his actions. He can do it immediately. He don't have to wait a year and all this other fucking bullshit y'all tried to do before. He can do like y'all do when y'all change jobs, y'all just leave. And they was like, no, you can't be out here fucking up our program, sir. You got to go. That's the only reason I think that they fired him.
Well, I have another reason. So that's not the only reason. Okay. The other reason is this. This season, they were 16-15 overall and 5-13 in conference play.
Oh, you're not good.
Yeah, so you ain't Bobby Knight, sir. You ain't Bobby Knight. 0 to 100.
This right here, 100. I'm irritated.
Yeah, I give it a 50. I'm not that fucked with by it. They got rid of him. It's the right thing to do. It may not have even been racist, but I don't know. All that Bible shit, master slave shit, I don't fuck with it. Last one. Over a dozen employees resign after Pennsylvania restaurant owner names two cocktails, the Negro and the Caucasian.
What was in the drinks?
Well, I guess we'll get to it. The restaurant is in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. What an awkward place to choose to divide us.
I know. I think I've been to Gettysburg, Tennessee. Never been to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
experienced numerous employees walking out following the introduction of a menu featuring beverages named after racial terms by the owner. As reported by the Gettysburg Times, when Donald Hoffman, the owner of Mela Kitchen at Jack's Hard Cider, chose to offer interesting cocktails in the theater, at least 25 workers resigned. A handful of workers vented their grievances on social media, claiming he required them to serve beverages with names like the Caucasian and the Negro. Yeah, and when people are drinking and ordering from that menu, you're just inviting some shit.
Yep, they're gonna come and just say inappropriate shit. They're gonna hear slurs. They're like, no, this is gonna be a problem.
Right. Oh my God, I have sucked so many Negroes today. We're being funny. We're being funny. This is hilarious.
No.
Can I have 2 niggers? Oops, I mean Negroes. Ooh, I'm bad. Like,
look at me being racy. Excuse me, sir. Can I have 3 Negroes? Yes. I'm on a train ran on me by 3 Negroes. Ma'am, get out of here. Beat it, bitch.
I like some Negras. Myself and first of all, this is really copyright infringement because Paula Dean was gonna have to sue. Myself and all of my coworkers walked out on Friday night due to the owner and the heads of production at Jack's Cider pushing some racist cocktail names, said Emily Kate Hessler on Facebook. Despite days of efforts from upper management trying to halt this cocktail and its name, Friday comes and it's time to reveal this weekend special. I made a formal complaint to upper management and notified them that if the name isn't changed, most of the scheduled staff will be walking. Hessler also accused Hoffman of mistreating the staff since he acquired the business in 2019. You don't say? The guy who's like, I think this racist joke gonna work.
Right.
I believe in my racist joke. Donald has repeatedly mistreated staff, being emotionally and verbally abusive, sexist, inappropriate touching, and comments to both female and male staff members. Well, that's just working in the restaurant industry. Okay, we've all been there.
But yeah, for a lot of people, you have to deal with that bullshit.
I know some people are thinking like, why they didn't leave before this? And I'm like, guys, I worked in the restaurant industry, and that's how fucking piss poor it is.
Yes,
if you've been a waiter for any period of time, you dealt with at least some of that, if not every last
all of it. Yes, sir.
Nevertheless, Mela Kitchen responded to the claim and apologized for the incident. I have come to realize how we have fallen short of addressing the sensitive issues toward others, both inside the company and in how we present ourselves to the community. I take full responsibility for the shortcomings, and I apologize to the current and former employees who have experienced harm while working at Mela Kitchen. I will be ordering additional sensitivity training for myself and promise to develop a culture of understanding, empathy, and tolerance to ensure that our staff feel safe and empowered. That's just how I feel like he talks in my head. But the thing that's interesting there is I'm ordering sensitivity training for myself because didn't nobody else need it. They left. They knew they had the training. They said, what the fuck is this? I quit. And he was like, I guess I need some training.
The training is for me.
I guess since I'm the only employee left, I guess this egg on my face and in these drinks. All right, Karen, 0 to 100.
They still didn't tell me what was in the drinks. Was it watermelon flavor for the Negroes with a side of chicken on the rim? What are we talking about here? Was it avocado, toast on the side? Like, I want to know what was in these drinks.
I don't know, baby. They didn't tell us.
Oh, boo. I give it 100 because I don't know what's in the drinks. Boo. It's still racist too.
Yeah, I give it 100 as well. This is just uncalled for, unforced racism. Just dumb. Just dumbass racism. Like, what's wrong with you? Sir, you're serving alcohol. It really doesn't have to get that much more complicated. Have you met alcoholics? They'll drink anything. You don't have to. They're not like, you know what? I wasn't thirsty.
Anything.
I wasn't thirsty until I saw some racism on the menu. But now I'm ready to get drunk. Like, I think you'll be all right.
Racism does it for me every time.
Yeah. I don't think they were sitting around like, I don't know, man. They just got Moscow mules. They don't have anything Ooh, a Caucasian. I think I know what I'm having. Like, it's funny because the Caucasian was just a glass of warm milk. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh no.
It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race.
All right, guess the race time. We go around the globe, find different articles, guess the race of the people involved. Karen plays along, the Chapman plays along. They're all racist. And this one's kind of a long article, but I'll let it play.
As complicated as you think. You can actually transfer ownership just by signing a special deed and having it notarized.
Oh, wait, can y'all hear this?
Yes.
Okay. We usually do that in cases of divorce or giving a home to the relatives, but beware of potential scams to cheat you. Investigative reporter Terry Parker here to explain how the same process can make you vulnerable to unknowingly signing away your home. Terry?
Todd and Felicia, that's what a senior homeowner in Fort Pierce says happened to him, according to court documents. He signed away his home for $10. Now he's being evicted and has no place to go. I looked into his story to see how it happened and to show you what you need to be careful of. Claude Fry is selling his mother's trinkets in his driveway, hoping to make a little cash. So you consider this your home?
Yes.
After 23 years of living here, Fry is being evicted because somehow Fry signed over the deed to his house for a mere $10, a house that just sold to a third buyer for $185,000.
Like I said, everybody's just been taking advantage of me because I'm just that kind of nice guy, you know.
Neighbor Vince Erico says when he found out Fry was being evicted, he looked up the property records.
There's definitely something wrong there. And he gets nothing. I think he got $1,500.
In 2020, Fry's mom died, and he says he got behind in the mortgage.
I would have never probably got behind so bad if it wasn't for my mom dying and me being the only one here. And I took it really hard.
The bank foreclosed, and Fry asked a man he knew for help. He says in 2021, Thomas Brinson promised to take over the mortgage payments. So Fry signed a deed transferring the property to Brinson for $10. And Brinson would let Fry live in his house. But later, court filings would say that Fry didn't realize what he was signing.
Once I signed paper, and I didn't realize that gave him the right to sell it. And that evicted me.
Brinson says the house and Fry were a headache, too much stress and money. So 6 months later, Brinson signed the house over to Carlton Darville, a real estate investor. Darville won't say how much he paid Brinson. This recorded deed shows a payment of $10 and other good and valuable consideration. Then in December 2022, Darville flipped the house, selling it for $185,000 to a New York-based LLC, according to county records. When Fry hadn't vacated by January 25th, the new owner filed for eviction.
So that's the gist of the story. Guess the race of the man being evicted.
White.
All right, let's check the chat room. White.
How
White.
is this fucking even legal? I'm sorry.
Man, it just reminds me of this documentary.
Elderly people.
It reminded me of this documentary. It's okay. It's all right. It reminded me of this documentary series I saw on Netflix that was about people that use these scams to scam elderly people and poor people out of stuff by signing over shit. And then next thing you know, they take over your finances and putting you in a home and shit. So everyone's saying white. June says old and black. Dereparated black says Dendrick. Fry's Futurama isn't bright white. This is all for white on white. The correct answer is, excuse me, most of y'all said the same thing. White. Karen, you got it right. Oops. Wrong clapping. A couple of them did miss it though. Not everything bad that happens to poor people happens to black people. Okay, everybody. That be a lesson to all of you. All right, let's go to another one. A Maryland mom attacks daughter's alleged bully in middle school. Kelly Sadek, 41, argued with a student in Aberdeen Middle School, which escalated to a physical confrontation. Well, police say she grabbed the student's arm and she tried to walk away. Police say the student suffered a minor injury. Sadek left a pretty nice sized red mark and bruise on that arm. Sadek was arrested and charged with second-degree assault and trespassing. She was buzzed into the middle school by the main office via the outside intercom, according to police. But she was accompanied by her daughter and made a beeline to the alleged bully instead of signing in at the main office. A teacher saw what happened and immediately intervened, but the victim's grandmother wants to know how Sadek got that far into the school. I don't know how she got that far without somebody doing something, said Judy Kibler. I am a grandparent. I know when you go to school, you get buzzed in, you go straight to the office. After hearing about what happened from her son-in-law, she said, "First, I was in shock, but then I was angry, frustrated, and really upset." The victim's dad spoke to the local news outlet WBAL-TV, and said his biggest concern was how quickly she got into the school. She bypassed the office, then she got a direction location of where my daughter was. She could have had a weapon. She could have had anything. That's the most frightening part about it. Well, you just got to hide behind that wall. That hide in the corner of the
They can do it in 10 seconds.
Yeah. She's due in court in May. Karen, guess the race.
What's her name again?
Her name is Kelly Sadek.
I'm going black.
Karen's going black. Let's check the chat room. White privilege leaves red marks. Each one beat one. Black. Roam around the school without being questioned. White mama. It's a white on white crime spree. WBAL is Baltimore. Black, white. So it looks like between black and white. White soccer mom. White, says June. White, says Terry. Fuck them kids. Black. All right. Well, the correct answer is, Karen, you said
black.
All right. Karen says black. You got it wrong. She was white. Many of you did get it right, though. Not everybody beating up kids in school is black, everybody. I hope y'all are learning some lessons about the stereotypes.
Hope we learning some things today, educating ourselves.
You know any black Sadeks? Is that a thing y'all run into out there in the wild? Just black people with the last name Sadek? I haven't met one yet, but I've only been in America 44 years. What do I know? You know? But I think we might have had
I've never heard anybody by that last name.
Yeah, I think some of y'all might got a little carried away. All right, let's go to the bonus round. Let me get the bonus round music.
What time is it?
It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race.
All right, guess the race time. Karen is bonus round 1-1. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
A Texas man was arrested Wednesday after authorities said he was seen walking around a high school campus with a rifle. Elvin Ray Fox, 59, was found by authorities Wednesday after he became trapped in a wall inside the Paradise High School gym. How do you get trapped in a wall?
I have no idea. Was he one of them 4 walls? But you protect somebody who got caught in the 10 seconds?
I don't know. It must have been. He must have been like, I'll get out of this. I can't shoot my way out.
Right. I can't push it.
While classes have not started at the Texas school, teachers, band members, and high school football players were on the premises. The school was placed on lockdown. Authorities on the scene initially could not find Fox, but after noticing the ceiling tile was disturbed near the gym, they began to search the crawl space. After 6-hour search, they said officers found Fox wedged between 2 concrete walls in the locker room near the gym. Authorities used power tools to remove him. Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing. He slipped between the walls. He's in custody. Everything's fine. We all have a little too much dust in our lungs, but other than that, everybody's good. We're just glad that it ended. Fox faces felony charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and possession of a firearm. Guess the race.
What's the name again?
Elvin Ray Fox.
Oh, white.
Karen's going white. Let's check the chat room, see what they believe for his race. White, black, training for the next insurrection. White, black, all white people news, wall to wall, white. No K can we going okay, that's not right. White, black, again, able to roam the halls of the school with a gun, unquestioned white. Elvin, not Alvin. The correct answer is, I think everyone said white.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Did it shoot him in both directions? What's happening with this?
He look like he got a lot going on. He look like he says brother a lot. You know, listen, brother. Yeah, he's got a lot going on with that hair.
Them eyes.
But you know what? Still able to get a gun in America.
Apparently so.
Apparently
so.
Not only able to get a gun and be on campus in America. That's just
No, we don't need you looking everywhere all at once. No, one direction only, sir.
right. That's just what we gotta deal with in this country, guys. All right, last thing, sword ratchetness. An Arizona man's medieval Viking sword valued at $24,000 has gone missing.
I decided to change electric providers because I noticed.
I guess I have a news article. I'll see if I can play it if it's not one of these only showing words while playing music articles.
Yes, they love that bullshit.
Well, I'll find that out together in 5 seconds. That's what I like about being live, spontaneous. All right, let's see. Man searches for missing Viking sword. That's terrible. This is Highlander.
By history. Daryl Johnson from Glendale basically inherited a passion for antiques.
My mom worked with archaeologists. I was on archaeological digs since I was actually in diapers.
Since then, he's focused on picking up Spanish colonial pieces like this sword. And another specialty is Viking-era artifacts like this other sword. Johnson says he bought this Viking sword about 2 years ago. This is the authentication letter from the seller, and these are x-rays giving us a deeper look.
When you acquire a piece like that rarity, it's sort of the cherry on top.
Last month, he decided to ship the sword to an art gallery in Colorado, which valued it at up to $24,000 and wanted to put it up for auction for him. The gallery sent a shipping label, so Johnson says he dropped off the sword at this UPS store on Dysart Road, where the package was scanned by employees.
One was really excited about it and was asking to take pictures and asking me about what those things are, valued at.
He was told it would be delivered in 2 to 3 days.
5 days later, nothing. 6 days later, nothing. That was either the 6th or 7th day. We got the tracking number, started looking at it, and said it didn't leave Arizona.
These UPS screenshots showing an investigation was opened for the lost package. But
That's what listen, I'm not blaming him exactly, but this is why you don't be telling people like it's worth about $24,000. Because that employee thing, I'm like, that's interesting because I make $7 an hour. So
just mail my shit.
Huh?
I said, just mail my shit.
Smell your shit? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like asking all these questions. Why are you asking all these questions?
Just mail my shit. Okay.
Yes.
I thought you said just smell my shit. I'm sorry.
No. Just mail it. Like, why we got all these questions? Wrap it
Just
up and mail it.
just with a T. Yes. Just smell it. Yeah.
My bad.
Sound like you're saying just smell it. Just smell my shit is what it sounded like you said. Anyway, I hear you. I'm on the same page.
the sword is lost but stolen.
We reached out to the UPS Store Incorporated. A spokesperson says they will try to find a resolution with Johnson and asked us for his contact information. Maricopa County Sheriff's Office is also looking into this case. And meanwhile, Johnson is offering a $1,000 reward for any information that can help him get his sword back. Reporting in the newsroom, Casey Torres, Arizona's Family.
I hope they find it, Casey.
Yeah, it's one of those things with it. How the fuck are you supposed to mail it? Did you just come in? You didn't have it pre-wrapped up or nothing? You just came in there with it hanging out your back, hanging off your back, putting out the sheet? The fuck is this?
I mean, I'm sure the way it was looking so fragile and old, I'm sure you had it like wrapped up and right precautions, but you know, you give it to people like this because they ship stuff on purpose, and you think professionally, I mean,
right?
And you would think they would be able to seal it in a way that protected it that you probably wouldn't be able to do at home. But I don't know if they stole it, if the place that got it stole it, if someone just got tipped off. It sounded like you told people how much it was worth, and you can't trust them motherfuckers. It sounds like an inside job, like somebody knew what it was worth.
And on top of that, with it, not fun with it costing that much money, you probably, if you're gonna brag about it, I know there are people who not fun. Their whole thing is we deliver shit like this, and we ain't like your regular delivery services. So I'm pretty sure they put like this, and put like this instead of it, being there in 3 days and them charge you $50, they might charge you $300, but your shit gonna get there though.
Yeah, I just hope this ain't some cursed Assassin's Creed blade that the Viking gods are gonna start shooting lightning out of it or some shit. We gonna be reading about this in 6 months.
That UPS worker gonna show up, and he gonna show up. There can only be one. Josh, what happened?
Somewhere they just in Arizona. I have the power.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That's it. We're out. This is a nice, fun, short episode. Well, I guess it's about normal, hour and a half. So we'll talk to y'all soon. Very busy this week with working on this deep dive for this week. Hopefully it won't be too much hassle after this, and that's about it. So hopefully we'll do balls deep either Wednesday or Friday. We'll figure it out. I'm planning to do it tomorrow though, so hopefully we'll get it started on time. So if you're premium, be on the lookout for that. And possibly Friday, maybe a nerd off, depending on if we can get enough people and stuff. Or if Karen has plans on Friday. I haven't checked to see. No? You good? No hair? Nothing?
I don't think so. I'll let you know if those plans change.
All right, because you definitely said this last time. I asked you about what's the tea. So, all right, y'all. We'll talk to y'all.
Time is no construct.
Talk to y'all later. Till then, I love you.
I love you too. Mwah.
Mwah. Bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Email, send me those titles.
Okay.
All right.